Yo, what's good my fellow Magic Knights? It is your boy DEADMANVINCE back with yet another Black Clover mobile video. Hope everybody is well today. Hope everybody has been able to surpass their limits. I just wanted to talk about some game original concept possibilities for Black Clover Mobile and kind of lay out my reasoning and show where I'm pulling my points from. Kind of in an attempt to give VidGaming some more ideas, just kind of put stuff on the table. Since we know that gacha games like to borrow from predecessors and kind of evolve off of those original concepts. If you guys have been enjoying the content lately, please do go down below and merrily on a thrash that like button. And you can hit that subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I drop more knowledge and unleash your hostile mana. But let's go ahead and get to it. You're probably wondering what I mean by game original content. I mean content that would originate in Black Clover Mobile itself. Basically something like 7 Deadly Sins Ragnorok. Almost like a supplementary side story or a DLC that can introduce new means of character growth, in-game content, but also breathe new life into the game while introducing you to a new world and a new cast of characters. I have a firm belief that we'll end up doing this just because VidGaming and Tabata have done supplementary content in their own respective elements before. First, let's talk about Black Clover Quartet Knights. Black Clover Guide and Quartet Knights is a one-shot story written by Toshiro Yumiya in collaboration with Yuki Tabata, of course. And the entire story revolves around Yami getting turned back into a kid, and the Black Bulls are trying to turn him back. It's not the craziest of stories, but it does introduce new characters into the Black Clover universe, which is always welcome in gacha games. If you want to give it a read, I'll leave it pinned down below. But now let's talk about why this matters. So the reason that this Black Clover side story is so important is because it's proof that Tabata can and already has created, or at least collaborated with someone to make extra side stories. All they would have had to do is flesh out the story a little bit more, and it could have been longer than 40 chapters, and that would have been a long enough story kind of for a little like side DLC for a game, because at the end of the day, that's all extra supplementary stories are in gacha games. It's just their form of DLC. If they wanted to, they wouldn't even have to do Quartet Knights realistically. I just use it as an example because it's already in the medium. They can make any new story that they wanted to. It's been done before, they can do it again. But if there is a young Yami banner, then, But yeah, how would they implement it into Black Clover Mobile, you ask? Let's take a moment to remember who VidGaming is, guys. They were the lead development team for Grand Cross, a game that we have enjoyed for quite some time. I must admit, even though I don't like the decisions that the development team makes sometimes, gameplay-wise, it is a very fun game to experience and play. VidGaming could release a second storyline that introduces new characters and new content into the game that becomes essential. I already did actually make a concept, not based off of extra story, but actually based off of the Spade Kingdom and how the raid in the Spade Kingdom could kind of be like Demonic Beast Battle and get Holy Relics into the game, or a Holy Relics form of system, because it does not have to be exactly the same as Grand Cross. It is just a predecessor, and I kind of like to pull from that for inspiration because they do look like very similar games. All that is to say that this is proof that this man Tabata can and has written extra stories that have been translated into a game format before. And also, who's to say that they're not working on something like this right now? For all we know, this could already be something that's in the works. They already have a name for it and everything. And my speculation is not just speculation, but we're just kind of in the void about it right now. We won't know until they say anything. Another thing that I also wanted to bring up is that in the actual anime for Black Clover, Yuki Tabata actually worked on some of the anime only episodes, so that goes to show even when it's not 100% something that he wrote, he's still down to collaborate and give his thoughts on it and put his input into it. So definitely, I think these guys could have a really strong kind of like extra side story type of deal once the game starts to reach its course, because Black Clover's story is kind of short, kind of like 7 Deadly Sins. Not short, it's not really short, it's pretty long actually, but it's just, I feel like in the matter of gacha games, when you're competing against something like Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, which is 7 years old now, and One Piece Treasure Cruise, which is like 8 years old now, I feel like you gotta kind of have something that pushes your game beyond its original lifespan to compete with the competition. But that's really all I had for you guys today. If you agreed with anything, or even if you didn't agree, but you think it's interesting, or you want to argue or something like that, then definitely comment the dead man down below. If you did enjoy this video and you have been enjoying the videos in general lately, then please do go down below and marry Leona thrash that like button like how she's on the screen here. And you can also subscribe and hit that notification bell so that every time I drop a video, you can open your Jagan eye and unleash your hostile mana. But that's going to be it for your boy, DEADMANVINCE. Hope you guys stay safe. Hope you guys are able to surpass your limits. That's going to be it. Peace.